Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Pages, the place where stories come alive one chapter at a time. In this channel, we break down your favorite books chapter by chapter, diving into the twists, turns, and unforgettable moments that keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's explore the world of books together. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a chapter. What if every ordinary day brought with it extraordinary dangers hidden just beneath the surface? In chapter 4 of The Locked Door, Nora Davis navigates her routine as a surgeon, but it's clear her carefully controlled world is fraying at the edges. And this time, it's not just the past haunting her, but the present as well. In chapter 3, we glimpsed Nora's childhood and the shadows that have followed her into adulthood. Now, in chapter 4, she struggles to maintain the balance between her professional life and the looming darkness in her family's legacy. But this balance is about to tip as new tensions arise. The day begins like so many others for Dr. Nora Davis. After finishing a long morning of surgeries at the hospital, she is rushing to her private practice for afternoon appointments. Her lunch, a burrito grabbed hastily from a food cart, is eaten in the car as she weaves through traffic. Her thoughts focused on nothing but her patients. It's a hectic but familiar routine, one that allows her to feel a sense of normalcy in a life overshadowed by chaos. Nora arrives slightly late, as usual, and is greeted by Harper, her cheerful and efficient receptionist. But even as she smiles at her patients and leans into her practiced bedside manner, there's an undercurrent of tension. She knows how to charm, a skill she inherited from her father, but it's always calculated. Behind her professional demeanor, she is constantly assessing, observing, controlling. Her first patient, Arnold Kellogg, is in for a post op follow up. He is gruff, irritable about the short wait. But Nora's charm quickly disarms him. She leans in, smiles, and listens intently, making him feel seen and cared for. But as she examines him, something catches her attention. His wife, Diane, quiet, withdrawn, with a faint bruise shadowing her eye. Nora notices instantly, her trained eyes picking up every detail. Diane's bruise is subtle, but the story it tells is anything but. Nora's mind races. Was this man, her patient, responsible? She doesn't need confirmation. The look in Diane's eyes says enough. But bound by professionalism and the limitations of her role, all she can do is slip Diane a note asking, "Is he hurting you?" Diane shakes her head no, but the truth feels far from complicated. As Nora removes the staples from Kellogg's surgical incision, her thoughts drifts. The ease with which she masks her emotions and controls the room reminds her of her father. He was a master of charm, capable of manipulating anyone. Nora loathes the connection, but she can't deny the similarities. And yet, unlike him, she saves lives. She helps people. At least that's what she tells herself. As the appointment ends, Nora watches Diane leave with her husband. The bruise, the note, the unspoken tension. As it lingers in her mind, she wonders briefly if her father would have felt this same darkness, this same pull towards action, and she shudders at the thought. But unlike him, she convinces herself she is on the right side of the line, even if that line feels razor thin. As Nora grapples with the unspoken realities of her patients, she is reminded once again of the fragility of her carefully constructed life. What will happen when her control begins to slip? And how far will she go to stay on the right side of the darkness that haunts her? In the next chapter, the lines between past and present blurs even further. Share your thoughts below. Until next time, remember sometimes the shadows we fear are the ones we carry within. Thank you.